Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to get this bronzed makeup look. It's very glowy, perfect for the summertime, for the day or the night out. So if you're interested in learning how exactly I got this look and what products I use, just keep watching. So first off, going in with the Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown. I'm going to use this as my primer. And I'm applying a light layer of this all over my face. Next, I'm going to be priming my eyes with Benefit Stay Don't Stray, applying this all over my lids, up to my brow bone, and blending it out. I am using one of my favorite blending brushes from MOTD Cosmetics, and I will link it down below for you guys. Now to set the primer on my eyes, I'm using Anastasia Single Shadows in the color Blanc, and just applying this all over wherever I applied the primer. Going in with my first shade into the crease, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills Single Shadow in the color Birkin. It's one of my favorite transition shades, so I'm going to apply that all into my crease and blend it out using a Sephora brush, which I will link down below. You don't have to be super careful as to where you place this shade. This is going to give us a nice flush of color on our eye just to begin this look. The next shade I'm going to be applying is this beautiful chocolate brown. It's called Fudge, which is also from Anastasia Beverly Hills Single Shadows. And I'm using a Morphe brush to apply this a little bit deeper into my crease to define it and give it some dimension. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Single Shadow in Noir. It's my favorite black eyeshadow. I have tried so many and I feel like this is the darkest black that I've come across. So I'm just applying that to the outer corners of my eye. Now for the star of the show today, this is Colourpop called On the Rocks. It's a beautiful bronzy golden shade with shimmer in it. I am just using my finger to apply this all over my lid. I love how shimmery this is, but it doesn't have all the mess that glitter can have, so I feel like it's perfect for this look. Now using the Bobbi Brown Black Ink Gel Liner, I am going to line my upper waterline and my lower waterline. I am using a Sigma brush, which I will list down below. I love this eyeliner a lot because it's very black, but it also doesn't run, so it's made sure to stay on all day. The struggle is real though, you guys. I cannot apply my waterline without like completely making my eyes water like crazy. Now putting on my favorite lashes, these are Lily lashes in the style Diamonds. I didn't add the part where I'm putting them on because it was out of focus, so hopefully in the next video I can show you guys how I apply my falsies. Now going in with my foundation, this is one of my favorite foundations. It's the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. It is a little bit pricey, but I just love the way that it covers everything, but it doesn't look cakey. So I'm applying this with my finger, just the areas that need it most, and then using my AYVA brush, which I love so much. It is so gorgeous. I am just blending that all into my skin, making sure it gives a nice flawless finish. The reason I really like this brush is because it doesn't let the product kind of cake up. It will just sheer it out nicely and evenly all over your face. Not to mention, it is like the softest brush I have ever felt. I just love it so much. Now I'm going to lightly highlight my face using the Nars Creamy Concealer in the color Custard. I'm just going to apply this right underneath my eyes, on my cupid's bow, on my chin, down the ridge of my nose, and on my forehead. I love this concealer because it doesn't dry out very quick unless you start to set it. So it doesn't give your face kind of that dry look. It keeps everything looking very luminous. I'm going to use this little spongy that I get at the drugstore. They're very easy to use. All you have to do is just kind of tap in the product to move it around. It kind of nicely shears it out and makes sure that you don't have too much product in one spot, which obviously you don't want because it's going to end up looking like too much. And they are very cheap, so if you don't really want to invest in getting those beauty blenders or those fancy sponges that they sell nowadays, you can just get one of these and it will do the job perfectly. I just use light tapping motions in all the areas where I applied concealer and kind of make sure I blend it in with my foundation so everything looks very seamless. Using the Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Warm Almond, I'm going to use this for contouring. This is a foundation, it's not a concealer stick, which I like because it's very light. I do not like heavy makeup on myself, so this is very nice because it shears it out, and I'm using a MAC brush, which I will list below for you guys, and then using light motions to kind of shear out the product on my face, buff it in, making sure that there's no harsh edges. So I'm defining my cheekbones, bringing the product kind of around my hairline, creating that illusion of darker space. And I'm also going to go back in with my AYVA brush that I used to apply my foundation and kind of smooth out any edges that might have left any rough spots. Using Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, this is going to make sure that everything stays in place and there's no crazy creasing or too much oil building up. This is a perfect matte powder, and I'm just going to apply this everywhere I applied my light shade of concealer. So underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down the ridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and the chin. The reason I kind of used the sponge before I applied the powder with the brush is to make sure that any creases that have formed on the under the eyes while I was doing the rest of my makeup, just to smooth those out and then apply the powder to a nice clean canvas so that those kind of wrinkle areas kind of go away and disappear. Using Hoola by Benefit, this is one of my favorite bronzers. I'm going to be bronzing up the areas that I had applied the contour. This is going to create the illusion of more sunken in cheekbones and kind of bring in the whole face makeup all together. So I'm using a Mikasa brush. I will list it below. And just lightly applying this. When I come towards the apples of my cheeks, I like to smile to kind of bring that bronze and make sure that my cheeks look kind of lifted. Now, I'm not doing any crazy nose contouring for this look today, so I'm just lightly taking whatever is left on my brush and running it down the sides of my nose and like right underneath it to lift it up a little bit. My favorite part, the highlight, I'm using Giella Cosmetics. This is a beautiful rose gold shimmer highlight, and I am using a spray. This is a hydrating spray from Benefit. It's called Ultra Radiance. It's beautiful and it smells heavenly. So I'm going to spray my brush with that a little bit and going to apply it straight onto my cheekbones. Look how gorgeous that looks. I love highlight. I don't know if I can ever live. I don't know how I lived before I used highlight. Like, what was makeup? I don't get it. So I just apply a little bit, and by little bit, I mean a lot of it. I'm literally conveying myself in this stuff. So up above my cheekbones and on my cupid's bow, a little bit on the tip of my nose. Just make yourself glow, everybody. Now using a pencil brush from MAC, I'm going to do my under eyes. This is the same color that I used at the very beginning of the eye tutorial. It's called Birkin from Anastasia, and I'm just going to lightly shade in underneath my eyes. And then the second shade, I'm going to go in with a flat brush. This is from Sigma. I am going to apply that beautiful Colourpop shadow called On the Rocks into my lower lash line. Now for mascara, this is Smashbox Full Exposure. I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line and my upper lash line as well, just kind of blending it in with the falsies that I put on earlier. I have been stuck on these Kylie lip kits for the past few weeks. This is the color Candy K. I'm going to be applying that today for this look. This is the lip liner, which is so creamy. It just glides right on. I love to kind of apply it all over the lip just to give it a nice base to put the lipstick on after. The lipstick smells heavenly. It's just like cake and just like sprinkles and candy. You just want to lick, literally, I just want to take and lick the lipstick. It's that good. The trick to getting this lipstick to last all day without looking creased or kind of crusty is to make sure that you put a very light layer of it. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like right below, leave me a comment. Anything you guys would like to share with me, I would love to hear it. Please make sure you subscribe for future videos, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!